Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I have did some videos on Virgo, quite a few in the last couple of months, and it's because I keep getting inspirations, looking at the Virgo energy and the month, what the significance of it is, the time, the season, that kind of thing. Always connecting it with the Bible to find where it is biblically, right? Because we know that the Jewish calendar, as I've said in other videos, starts in the ninth month. Well, around this time, the 6th, I believe through the ninth, they call it Rosh Hashanah. But the point that I want to bring is the scriptures in Matthew 25 about the virgins. And there were 10 virgins. 10 is significant sometimes for the ending of something, depending on how the situation came. And if we look at 10 as the ending of something, that means that there is the possibilities of something new beginning. And my mind shows me how to create better than what I came through or came from. Whatever I experienced last year or 10 years ago, I'm looking to create a better life by looking at myself, right? And that's what I teach people that I work with, and the coaches also that I work with, is that self-reflection, and when you go within, it's the best place to find the answers that you need to make changes in your life. Oftentimes people are looking at others because that's the way society has created us. But here we have the 10 virgins that are lateral to Virgo's energy, virgin, Virgo, virtue, because Virgo calls you to a mindset of cleaning, to release old things. A lot of people will not admit it at this point in time, but I'll help you admit that you're feeling like releasing some things. If you're not, you're holding on and you're angry because the analytical part of our mind is working and it's saying, why me? Why did this happen? And the reason why it happened is because you can fix it. But the only way that you can fix it is by you looking at how to fix it, such as someone that's having financial problems. The Virgo energy is going to tell you to get your house in order, to get your finances in order, because if it's out of order, then that means that you can't bring order to it. There is no cleanliness to it. There's no virtue for money to flow. There is no divine order. So Virgo brings things into divine order if we allow it. When we look at the times and the seasons of life, some of the issues that we have is not paying attention to the practices that we learn biblically, or from the religions that we practice, because they all lead back to a specific way of living that's going to be healthy. That's why religions were created, by the way. They're created doctrines to actually, to help people conform, but the conformity does not have to be in the way where you're subjected to people. Eventually, you're going to experience a Christ type of situation, and that means that Christ situation is going to bring a crisis, and Christ is going to show up for you. The 10 virgins were preparing for the bridegroom. We know that Jesus was also preparing for the bridegroom. And when the bridegroom comes, no one knows. So that means that we always have to be ready. But is it just in the context of you getting married to someone that you hold your virginity? Or do you fast and, become abstinent because you need to clean up an area of your life? Do you need to fast or release from gluttony? Do you need to, and that's not just food, it's greed, thinking deeper, which is what the Virgo energy does take you to, is a way of cleaning up something that's bothering you about yourself. This month, it brings on, an idea of cleaning up the body. But if you don't clean up the body, then you can't clean up your finances. You might want a home, but you can't get a home if your finances are in disarray, right? So it's going to start with the mind, the body, and the spirit. And that's where the first month is so pivotal to our changes. Are we going to be perfect this first month? No, what we're going to do is continue to practice and look at it, because that's where practice brings change in our life. So the first month, at this point in time, what we have is ideas and feelings to fast, purge, or clean up something. They're all the same. Clean up something means that I want to, move something away. It's not just that I go through my house and clean up, but clean up my body. Why? Within me is calling me to clean up something so that something new can come in. So Virgo, virginity, becoming pure. A lot of people put virginity in the place of being a virgin, and the abstinence of sex. This is good. But the other thing is, are you virtuous in your thinking? Are you virtuous in the way that you operate in your life? And I don't say this with a mindset of perfection. I'm saying it as we can begin to think on a deeper level, because there was times when people would say, well, virtue, well, that has to do with virginity. And some people cross the line and they release their virginity at early ages, right? That's another subject. But when we move further, what happens is that even when we release our virginity at an early age, we didn't know what it entailed. We didn't know that it could affect our bodies and our mind to bring discord within the mind and the body. So this is a time where we can bring things into divine order with divinity, with God, and make a habit of keeping that order in our life, in your finances, in the health, a new meal plan, a new exercise plan, a new mental thinking plan, affirmations every day. That's what's going to make the change. And that's where purging comes in, creating me a clean heart and restore the right spirit in me. There's no right spirit in me until I look at what I've been thinking, what I've been saying, what I've been putting in my body. And that's when the virtuous part of us kicks in, Virgo, and the virginity begins to say, clean up your house, your mind, your body, your spirit. So I probably will come back with more. Let me just look at my notes real quick before I let you guys go. Matthew 10, the virgins, 10 of them. Matthew 25, the 10 virgins, they prepared for the bridegroom by getting their lamp and oil prepared. 5 of them used wisdom by preparing. The other 5, they did not prepare. As you read that chapter for yourself, at least 1 through 14, you'll see where 5 of them missed the bridegroom because they had to go back and get oil. The significance of the information on the virgin helps us embrace virtue, virginity, and Virgo's energy, which calls forth divine guidance to purge negative thoughts, release now, and past circumstances that are not productive for a healthy lifestyle. I believe as we embrace this spirit and energy that Virgo gives us, we can receive positive change and transformation within our lives from divine guidance. And this is, the divinity of God that I am talking about. So you guys be blessed. I definitely will be doing classes in about 2 weeks. I'm going to start, and it's going to incorporate the energies and the biblical positions, because Aquarius is the age that we're in. We're in Aquarius's energy, and the Holy Spirit is pouring out. People are speaking in tongues more than they probably wanted to at this time. It's just coming on it because the water is washing. And the reason why I bring it up is because Luke 22 is where Jesus has told the disciples to go and meet the man with the water pitcher. The zodiac sign of Aquarius is a man with the water pitcher where he's pouring water out. So we want that water to flow, but the water can flow even more as we begin to embrace the new teachings and the fact of the matter that we are the church and God is speaking to us. And there is elevated information that we have to give to one another. So you guys be blessed, and thank you for listening. Healing affirmations is a part of this. I just go in, and whatever I'm studying or moved, I feel compelled to speak about it. The reason why is if I don't, give the message of encouragement, then I am not progressing myself or others. So you guys have a wonderful weekend and be blessed. Stay safe, but remember the virtue that you want to stand in, what you want to change in your life. And what you want to change means that you're going to have to release old and you're going to take on new. That means that there is going to be a virtue that comes in, a virginity that comes into your soul and says, I want to, continue with this idea of healthy economics. All right. Examples. Be blessed. Bye-bye.